Hello everyone, happy 4th of July. Well, today is 4th of July. It may not be 4th of July when you're watching this, but today I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of my apartment. I moved in, I want to say like this is the 31st of May of 2023. Again, I have no idea when you're watching this, but yeah, that's where I currently live. That's when I currently moved out of my parents' house. So I'm going to give you a quick tour. So it's kind of empty a little bit because I haven't gotten everything that I was gonna, I haven't moved. There are a lot of things I haven't gotten. So we'll get to that. So I'm going to give you like a quick tour apart. So first thing you walk in, I have my keys on there on that little command hook. So it's the front door. That's the utility closet. I don't really deal with that. So I dump all my shoes here. There are no shoes on beyond this point. And there's this, I have no couch and I have no TV because I haven't bought those yet. But I do have a yoga mat, some TV tables, and some lawn chairs because I do have a little balcony. I have a kitchen table, which most of this I actually inherited from my grandmother. I wanted you to know that everything in this apartment, so if you ask me where it's from, I have no idea because I did not buy it. So this is all her stuff, her chairs, and her table. And then my mom just gave me this. And I got these little mats because those are from my grandmother and she always had them. And then I got this little bread bowl that my mom gave me, and I have this little chocolate chip bread from Trader Joe's. This bar stool, which I don't know if I'm going to keep because my mom brought it over from my grandmother's house and I feel like it's like really high. So the kitchen, I've got granite countertops. I've got mostly my utensils in here. That, and then that candle I got in Mexico. Was a centerpiece at my friend's wedding, and then I got that little vase because my dad gave that to me when there were flowers in there. There is a slight mess in my sink, so I actually did run the washer, so I have a sink here, and then there's some things I'm going to put in the dishwasher once they're full. Kettle came from my grandmother, and here I usually have all my vitamins. I have these are like things I put in my hot water, so like green superfoods, and that comes from my store. So that is what I use to make sure I'm getting my greens because we don't eat enough vegetables. I have the other one, which is immunity support. It's like mixed berries. So like the green ones kind of taste like bitter, like very bitter chocolate. So I'd usually just add like almond milk or something to it and drink it like it's coffee. And then this one is like berries. So usually I'll put this in smoothies, or I'll put them in I'll put like orange juice in it, like with the hot water. And I just have like a package of like seeds. I have no idea when I'm going to get to gardening, recycling. So, and then actually I'll get to that in a second. Refrigerator, my stove, and these, I have no idea where I got these from, the hot holders. And this, my theme is I want it to be blue because my favorite color is blue. As you can tell, my yoga mat is blue. I love everything blue. So someone from my church gave me this. And then usually here I try to keep snacks that I know for sure I do not need to be eating. Like I have Oreos in there, some peanut butter cups. A friend of mine actually gave this to me as a housewarming with a bunch of other stuff. So peanut butter cups, I only put that in there because my thing is I'm hoping to forget that I have that in there. But then over here I have most of my dry foods, spices, pasta, whatnot. Microwave oven standards. So here in the kitchen, there's this little bifold door, and I have my washer and dryer. I usually keep it open because I put my dirty clothes in there as they get dirty, so I just turn it on. Then I've got towels up there. These are actually ones that someone from church gave me. I think they're really cute. I like them, so I keep the extra ones I'm not using up there. Yard waste bags, detergent, which this actually does come from my store, laundry detergent. I have a little basket for when I go to the grocery store because I actually do not have a car, and that is by choice because I feel like the worst mistake you can make in your 20s is get a car, especially because I live in a city where it's really not that big. So I'm like, why would I have a car for? You know, payments, car payments, insurance payments, and then your insurance goes up if you get in an accident. And then on top of that, if you have wear and tear and you've got like, I don't know, like some engine light goes on, then you have to pay for that. I have a bike. It's currently in the shop, but it will be in commission in the next week or so. So that's what I've been told. I'm very excited about it because that way I can get around a little bit faster. So anyway, so after we've gone through that area, and I have to check on this because I have a pizza in the oven. It's like basically like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I got hungry, so I'm making a pizza. It's not ready yet at all. So here I have this little hallway, and yeah, so there's a little light switch here, which I kind of use like first thing in the morning. And then you go straight into the bathroom. So this bathroom, there's 2 switches. There's that, and then there's the other one, which is like the ventilator thing, and I'm not going to turn that on because it's really loud. So all this stuff here, I have my robe, which my grandmother has given me, had given me a while back. And then I have all this stuff, which is still out, which is, yeah. So I have my dental stuff pretty much here. And then I've got skincare. I have 3 things, and I have sunscreen, and I'm very obsessed with sunscreen because even though I'm darker skinned, you still should have sunscreen on. My essential oils and my diffuser, so like when I'm like in here, I can have like, you know, make it a really good vibe. Then on this side is all like hair care, and then like I have sunglasses because that's usually like the last thing, and that usually depends on my outfit. If I'm wearing cooler colors or warmer colors, I'm just very much like that. I have this, I promise this is not actually hydrogen peroxide. This is actually water that I use to spray my hair with because it gets dry all the time. Yeah, then these are like Prose products because they're like custom made for my hair because my hair is very difficult to deal with. Bath bombs, which my friend gave me as a present, and these curtains here, they're actually from my grandmother's downstairs bathroom. So I have that, and then I keep some stuff like my shaving cream and like body wash, my shampoo and conditioner, razor there. And then my washcloths, I keep them up here. I don't shower every single day because it's really bad for your skin. So I usually do it like every other day or so. And then like I keep these, and then when I wash them, I rotate them out. So when I wash this one, then these 2 can kind of like move down. It's a little system. So, and then I've got the hand towel over there. But yeah, so that's the bathroom. And I have to turn lights off because we pay for electricity now. So this is my room. This whole bed came from my grandmother's house. And that same thing with that little footstool thing that I use to sit on sometimes. So on this side, I keep my bedside lamp. I always keep water, so that first thing in the morning is, the first thing we do in the morning is we drink water because hydration is important. I've got a couple of magazines that I have over here that I kind of look through. I love Sudoku puzzles, so I have that right there. So I kind of do to kind of keep my brain functioning so that when I fall asleep, it's like so much easier because my brain is tired from the Sudoku puzzles. So I have like a million down here too. So yeah. And this nightstand came from my grandmother, same thing with that lamp and that thing of tissues. And then that's a photo I got from when I went to Mexico with my friend Kat. And then there is my grandmother's obituary. So again, most of the stuff in this apartment came from her house. So I always want to make sure I am a good steward of the things she's given me because she was actually, she really took good care of her things. So in this little cubby hole, I have my office, and I have some basically Pomodoro going on. I'll cut that off for a second. So, because I'm currently doing some work on, particularly for this channel, on that computer. Got my big monitor and stuff like that. I keep my calendar, which I basically keep track of like paydays. I keep track of like when bills are due, major events, some motivational things. And then that is actually, this is really long, but this is like the scripture Deuteronomy 5:14-15, which reminds me to honor the Sabbath day, because sometimes I have to remember that we do not work on Sundays. There will be no work on Sunday. And that puzzle I got from Germany when I was an au pair. I bought it in Celle at a Weihnachtsmarkt. Weihnachtsnachtenmarkt. I I think that's how I'm saying it. But basically it's a Christmas market. I keep all the major files that I need, current books that I'm reading, found in translation and thinking fast and slow, pencils or pens, everything else, chargers, cough drops, all of these things are here. And then of course my wonderful desk chair. My thing is that like when I moved in here was I wanted to be as minimalist as possible. So like a very small bookshelf, because I really want to make sure I'm not accumulating a whole bunch of stuff, because I don't plan to stay here for longer than maybe like 1 to 3 years. Well, it depends. And then some boxes of stuff that I do not need at the moment. And then when I get into here, this is the closet. I have to turn the light on. So this is what my closet looks like. It's fantastic because I like this way because I can actually see what I have. So everything hanging up is basically like stuff I'll wear for like work or like nicer occasions. I've got over here, I'm planning on getting a really small dresser so I can put all this stuff down in here. So I've got like pants, like this is like yoga pants, shorts, like very stretchy stuff, because right now I have it rolled up and they're just here. Bag of like undergarments, and then I have my tops over here as well, like t-shirts and like stretch knit stuff, miscellaneous things, and like old birthday cards and Christmas cards and whatnot. I've got extra towels, I've got extra bed sheets, more bed sheets, and then I keep all my purses up there. And then behind this door is my full-length mirror. So when I get ready, I usually or I get out of the shower or something, I usually will close that door. And then I have this mirror to make sure that I did not wreck myself. To see what it looks like. Then I have like some other stuff, more stuff that I have. Mostly the stuff that I have up front is stuff that I've like worn, and it's like I can wear them again, and stuff like that. And then this is usually like my sweater that I usually wear if I'm really cold, because the AC is like makes it like wonderful. I can wear my winter stuff in summer. Yeah, so that's basically that. And then I have a hamper down here. This is not dirty. This is actually worn but still clean. So usually I'll put this here, so when I come in my closet, I know I can still wear this stuff, because even though like I've worn it before, I can still wear it, but I don't want to put it with the stuff that's already clean, like I haven't worn yet. My backpack for work, that is, I don't know where I got that bag. I think my mom brought some stuff over. Another full-length mirror that I actually don't know what to do with at all. So that's just there. So I guess shoes and whatnot. And then I've got winter and fall stuff down there in that box. So I'll get to that eventually. My suitcase, which I use for traveling, and then I've got some shoes and things like this. All these kind of came from my grandmother, except those pair of shoes, because my aunt bought those for me. So as you can tell, I've inherited a lot of things that I have in this apartment. I honestly kind of miss living with my parents sometimes, because I just miss being able to like walk in my mom's office, even though like I'm disturbing her from working. I still love like being able to come in, and I would just sit at her little chair and like look out the window, and then we would talk about whatever. So I just kind of miss having them around, because I really love my parents, but at the same time I so much enjoy not having my mom come in and like nitpick stuff, because she's a mom. And so it's one thing, living at home when you're a child, but when you're an adult, it's a completely different set of needs, versus like, oh, I can make food for myself, I can clean up after myself and things like that. So yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this. Just kind of like get an idea of like my space. I am a true blood minimalist, because I do not like making purchases or putting things into my apartment that don't have any particular purpose. Even though like I'm buying a TV, but the thing is, I actually don't really watch much TV. So I just kind of I'm gonna have it there for when I do yoga, and then I want to get like a pull-out couch so I can still like have like I want to put it like right here along this window. Or along these windows, and so that way if I have friends that come from out of town, they have somewhere to stay, versus like making them get a hotel. Yeah. So, and I also it was really important to me a dinner table, because I wanted to be able to sit and eat. And I actually hosted my family for Father's Day, so that's why I have those lawn chairs that my mom left in here, because she's like, might need like a place for them to sit. So yeah, and there's like outlets everywhere, and like I said, I unplug everything because electricity, even though it's not a whole lot, I realize that as one person you really don't pay a lot in electricity, but still I have to pay for it. So the best thing to do is I'm very conscientious of that. Yeah, and I really think about the fact that when I came back from the pandemic, I honestly, this is not something I thought I would ever be able to do, because when I came back from the pandemic, I was absolutely broke. I had no job, and I actually got sued by American Express because I couldn't afford to make those payments, even though I was perfect on time with all of them beforehand. And then I managed to pay off 3 credit cards in 12 months off of a part-time job living with my parents, and then basically now I'm on my own. So I'm a grown-up. I'm a grown-up. So yeah, so I kind of want to say that this is not so much as, I want to make this more so an inspiration, because I feel like at the same time I never thought I'd actually be able to afford to do something like this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.